So Mark Carney has invited King Charles to deliver the throne speech, and the king has accepted the invitation. It's time to talk about this epic power move by our Prime Minister. I'm Steve Sanford. You're watching Dominion Report. For those who aren't aware, every new session of Parliament is opened with a throne speech. The speech is an official proclamation summoning Parliament, and it also outlines the goals of the government and gives an overview on how to achieve them. The throne speech is typically given by the Governor General, who is a ceremonial figure that is the monarch's official representative in Canada. It was announced yesterday that when Parliament opens with the newly elected government on May 27th, King Charles himself will be there to deliver the throne speech. Now, this is the first time in nearly 50 years that a reigning monarch will deliver the throne speech in Canada. I recognize fully that I'm probably going to come across like a bit of a Carney fanboy in this video, but I cannot stress enough how much this move is really smart. Carney's primary and immediate task as Prime Minister is to mitigate the threat from US President Donald Trump, specifically the tariffs, but also the discussions of annexation and the 51st state. I haven't published the video yet wrapping up my series on why Trump instituted the tariffs in the first place, but I'll give you a sneak preview. I believe there are forces within the US who want to take over Canada, either by crushing us economically, dividing us culturally, or potentially with actual military force. In fact, I'd say that the plan, if it indeed exists, probably includes all three options. I'll save you the finer details on that particular issue for the video that is going to be published in the next coming few days. Be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss it. And if you want to comment on this video and it's about this particular point, I'll ask you to save your comments until you watch that video, which you can do in a day or so. Even if I'm just being paranoid and there's no plans to invade Canada, we do know that Trump wants to hurt us economically. Trump is a bully. He behaves like that kid in the playground who shakes down other kids for lunch money. He also behaves much like a mob boss. It's kind of funny how mob bosses and political thugs and grade 3 recess bullies are kind of all the same thing. The way to deal with a bully is to stand up to them, and to do so from a position of power. Announcing that the king will be there for the throne speech is a sizable projection of power, and it represents international support for Canada. And this announcement is just a few days before Carney is meeting with Trump. The king represents not just the support of the United Kingdom, but of the 55 other Commonwealth countries around the world. Now, at this time, many world leaders are struggling to determine how they will manage their relationship with United States. Since Trump has upended cooperative trade and finance, and since he is threatening the rules-based international order that's been in place since the end of World War II. Those world leaders are now looking at Canada as the adult in the room, as a potential leader in how they will all negotiate with the Trump administration. There is a huge opportunity for Canada to become a power broker of sorts, in this regard, to lead the world's negotiations with this new version of the United States. This is our Prime Minister's greatest challenge. Bringing the king in to show international strength and to impress Trump is a significant move, and it confirms to me that Carney might actually be up for this challenge. One other thing we know about Trump is that he has somewhat of an obsession with the royal family, probably because he wishes he could be a king himself. Although perhaps more of a mad king or a malevolent authoritarian king, not a figurehead like King Charles is. Carney is already the kind of person that Trump likes to cozy up to. Carney's ability to summon a literal king will only add to his status in Trump's eyes. And that's why this is an epic power move, and that's why I'm so impressed. I have a video previewing Carney's upcoming meeting with Trump. I'll put a link in the comments below. In the meantime, stay calm, stay strong, and elbows up.